Welcome to Info Caretaker, your home for future-focused content on artificial intelligence, technology, and the systems that shape our world. Today, we're diving into a powerful and controversial question. Is AI dangerous? And what are the world's leading experts warning us about in 2025? We're surrounded by AI every day, from recommendation algorithms on YouTube and TikTok to voice assistants in our homes, financial trading bots, self-driving cars, and more. But behind the scenes of this technological marvel is a growing unease. A chorus of warnings from scientists, engineers, and visionaries that artificial intelligence, left unchecked, could pose risks unlike anything humanity has ever faced. Let's start with one of the most quoted warnings in the AI debate, a chilling remark from Elon Musk. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. He later added, AI is more dangerous than nukes. Why do we have no regulatory oversight? Now, when someone like Musk, known for building rockets, electric cars, and brain-machine interfaces, compares AI to nuclear weapons, it's not something you ignore, and he's far from alone. In fact, some of the top minds who built modern AI are now the loudest voices calling for caution. Geoffrey Hinton, widely considered the godfather of AI, shocked the tech world when he resigned from Google in 2023 so he could speak freely about the risks of the very technology he helped create. Hinton said, "It is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things." And he's particularly concerned about the rise of general-purpose AI systems that can generate misinformation, code, images, and even reason in increasingly human-like ways. Then there's Dr. Stuart Russell, professor of computer science at UC Berkeley, who has been warning for years that the current path of AI development lacks proper alignment with human values. He argues that if we don't solve the alignment problem, making sure AI systems truly understand and serve our goals, we may be building machines whose objectives diverge from ours in ways we can't control. To make matters worse, we're accelerating faster than ever before. 2024 was a breakout year for AI advancement. Generative models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and others have pushed capabilities far beyond basic text output. These systems can now write code, draft legal documents, analyze data, and simulate personalities in real time. And their pace of improvement is exponential. But with great power comes enormous risk. One major concern is autonomous decision-making, allowing AI to act independently in high-stakes domains. In military settings, this could mean AI-powered drones choosing targets. In finance, it could mean AI systems manipulating markets. In healthcare, it could mean automated diagnoses without clear human oversight. Even in everyday life, AI systems are shaping public opinion, influencing elections, and altering human behavior, all while operating behind opaque algorithms that even their creators don't fully understand. So where exactly is this headed? And why are so many of the people closest to this technology ringing the alarm bells? That's what we're going to explore in this video. We'll break down the different categories of AI risk, from economic disruption and misinformation to loss of control and even existential threats. But before we go deeper, let's look at how we got here and why the stakes have never been higher. To understand why experts are so concerned, we need to rewind a bit. Artificial intelligence has been around for decades, but until recently, it was limited in scope. Traditional AI systems could solve specific problems, like playing chess or recommending songs, but they couldn't understand language, adapt to new tasks, or make complex decisions. That changed with the rise of machine learning and, more recently, large language models. Systems like GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini have demonstrated something astonishing: the ability to generate human-like responses, reason across different domains, and even improve themselves with the right data. They aren't conscious, at least not yet, but they are powerful pattern recognition engines that can perform tasks once thought exclusive to human intelligence. The danger, however, lies not just in what they can do, but in how quickly they're evolving. In 2023, more than 1,000 leading AI researchers, including figures like Elon Musk and Steve Wozniak, signed an open letter calling for a pause on the development of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. They warned that we were racing ahead without understanding the consequences and without meaningful oversight. But the pause never came. Instead, investment in AI reached an all-time high. Companies like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic continued rolling out more capable models. Governments started building their own AI labs. Military contractors began exploring battlefield applications, and startups flooded the market with tools that could generate images, voices, code, and even virtual companions. So what's the real danger here? One of the most immediate risks is massive social disruption. AI is already automating tasks in customer service, content creation, data analysis, and even programming. According to a 2024 report from Goldman Sachs, up to 300 million jobs worldwide could be affected by AI automation in the next 10 years. This doesn't necessarily mean mass unemployment. New jobs may emerge too, but the transition could be chaotic. Whole industries may be upended. Skill sets that were valuable for decades could become obsolete overnight, and economies that fail to adapt may face serious decline. Then there's the risk of misinformation at scale. AI-generated content is now nearly indistinguishable from reality. Deepfake videos, cloned voices, fake news articles, all can be created with a few clicks. This makes it easier than ever to manipulate public opinion, spread propaganda, or even impersonate political leaders. Imagine a convincing fake video of a world leader declaring war, or an AI-generated image triggering panic during a financial crisis. The consequences could be catastrophic, and we're already seeing glimpses of this. In 2024, an AI-generated audio clip of a prominent politician sparked a real investigation and media frenzy before being debunked. How many false flags will it take before we can no longer tell what's real? And then there's the deeper, more existential fear. What happens when AI becomes more intelligent than us? Not just in narrow tasks, but in general reasoning, decision-making, and strategic thinking. That concept is known as artificial general intelligence, or AGI. While AGI doesn't yet exist, some experts believe we could see early forms of it within the next decade. And once that threshold is crossed, we enter uncharted territory. Will we be able to control such a system? Will it align with human values or pursue goals we don't understand? And who will decide how it's built, deployed, and governed? These are the questions haunting researchers, ethicists, and technologists alike. This brings us to the most serious category of concern: existential risk. Many people think of killer robots or sentient machines turning on humanity like something out of a sci-fi movie. But the real danger of AI surpassing human control may be far more subtle and far more real. In 2023, at a London AI Safety Summit, Elon Musk made headlines when he warned that there is some chance, above zero, that AI will kill us all. He likened AI to nuclear weapons, saying it's not necessarily what will happen, but we need to treat it with the same level of caution, preparation, and regulation. That quote stuck with a lot of people because it wasn't fear-mongering. It was a reflection of just how uncertain the future of AI really is. But why would AI ever become a threat to humanity? The issue isn't malevolence, it's misalignment. An AI system doesn't need to be evil to cause harm. It just needs to be powerful, goal-driven, and optimized in a way that doesn't account for human safety. If an AI is tasked with maximizing efficiency or achieving a certain outcome, and if it's more intelligent than any human, it might find strategies we never anticipated and pursue them at any cost. Think of it like giving a child the keys to a nuclear reactor and asking them to make it run better. The intentions might be harmless, but the consequences could be catastrophic. This is what has led experts like the late Stephen Hawking, Geoffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of AI, and Yoshua Bengio to publicly call for stronger guardrails, oversight, and an urgent global conversation about AI governance. So what's being done? Around the world, governments are scrambling to catch up. In 2024, the European Union passed the AI Act, a sweeping regulatory framework categorizing AI systems by risk level. The US has issued executive orders on AI safety, and even China is enforcing rules on generative AI, particularly around misinformation and content control. But regulation is lagging far behind innovation. Private companies are still the main drivers of AI advancement, and many of them are racing to build the most powerful models, not necessarily the safest ones. OpenAI, for example, has launched a division focused on super alignment, but even its own leadership has expressed doubts about whether the problem can truly be solved in time. That's why many believe the next few years are critical. We must ask ourselves, who should control AI? How do we balance innovation with caution? And what kind of future do we want to build? AI is not inherently evil or good. It's a tool, a powerful one. Used wisely, it could unlock breakthroughs in medicine, education, sustainability, and beyond. But used recklessly, it could amplify inequality, destabilize economies, or worse. The responsibility lies with all of us, not just developers or governments, but citizens, educators, and creators, to demand transparency, accountability, and above all, wisdom in how we shape the future. Because the age of AI is no longer coming, it's already here. Thanks for watching Info Caretaker, where we break down the future of AI, one story at a time. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let us know in the comments, is dangerous, or is the real danger ignoring the risks? Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay human.